And in terms of that top four battle, at the moment outside on goal difference, but of course Manchester United still have to play tomorrow at home to Crystal Palace, and we know how good they've been under Michael Carrick. How big a scrap are Liverpool in to get Champions League football next season?
Well, yeah, because it's not in their hands. With teams playing in and around, and they've got to find this consistency. And when maybe things aren't quite going right, you have to ride your luck a little bit at times. But they've got some big games coming up, starting with Wolves on Tuesday, and then Wolves in the FA Cup, Galatasaray, and then we go in the Premier League. The next four after that is Spurs, Brighton, Fulham, Everton. So some big games for him. We were just saying there with Merce how you talk about very likeable manager. He's had challenges this season with players that have come in, and talk about hitting the ground running in the Premier League. How challenging it can be. No Wirtz today. We're starting to see glimpses of what we saw in Germany. Ekitike, who I'm a huge fan of. And I think for him, probably the best thing that's happened is probably not saying that his mate and his strike partner or someone who's up against it. He's having a consistent run of games, scoring goals, getting assists, and, a top player. So it's been a challenging season for him, but I like what I'm seeing with Liverpool.
Is it safe to say they're just doing enough?
Yes, that's probably what I would watch them last week against Forest, and sometimes, results cover things up. Last week in the first half against Forest, they were terrible. Yeah. They could have been out of sight, Forest, and then they ended up getting a little bit fortunate.
What is it though, Dawes? Because
do you know what?
Goals, are they that open?
Yeah, even today. I mean, Somerville was electric at times. Alisson making some big saves, and probably a little bit of poor finishing from West Ham at times, decision making. So they've got to nullify the opportunities of the opposition, and that was the same at Forest. I look and think, wow, on the counter-attack, transition, exactly the same today. But in any game of football, you have to score when you're on top, and that's what they did today.